Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Drive on Moscow, where we drive on Moscow as the Germans, because yippee-ki-yay, that's gonna be fun, said everyone involved, and that was before it happened. After it happened, they were not quite as yippee-ki-yay about the woohoo. Nope. No, we... Actually... It's just not good enough. What are our chances of making this? Alright, so, if these guys get beaten off, I'm willing to push these guys all the way in. What they did, they can't pull anyone out of here because we'll just push the infantry up this way. They can't pull anyone off here. So this is a bit absurd, to be honest. Our tanks will still be able to link up, but I am very annoyed with the Soviets right now, with the Germans right now, who seem to be completely unable to make their initial breakthroughs. Though we might be able to break through here to Kaluga and get a link across the Oka River early on, before the fuel shortages start. Actually, if we can use this to try and link up. So we've managed to bust our way in there, though the Russians are getting more and more men brought in, and they're pulling them in back up. Looks like they're recognizing the encirclement that's about to happen, and trying not to get caught. If we send the 10th Panzer up here, and the 11th and 2nd Panzer to hold the line. I moved the 2nd and 11th Panzer over to Yukhanov. I can probably move the Das Reich, the 3rd Motorized, and the 20th Panzer over to here, and fill this area up with the 12th, the 13th, and the 43rd into Zhukovka. And we can probably encircle them over there, unless they choose to move, which would likely end badly for them, but I am unsure as to how it would actually end. If they place any troops over here... If these men retreat to here, we can just attack them again and try and destroy the entire army, which honestly would be a great boon to us. Of course, we can always attack them that way. We need to move these tanks onward. I'm thinking we'll push for Kromny and Navalia. We're moving these guys up here into a staging position. We don't want to get too decentralized yet, though. So I'm thinking the 10th? Yeah, they'll be needing to be hold some key positions. The 11th will move over here along with the 2nd. Anyone who comes up later can probably beat them off. Alright, there we go. We've managed to break through. We can actually break through to our rear and hold our supply lines open. Though to deny the enemy a holding point across that river would be amazing. So I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and get ballsy with it. Looks like the Soviets know better than to try and counter that. We'll go ahead and move some follow-on troops up into there. Could move them up here, and in fact we will move the 20 and the 3rd motorized there with the Dasai to bring up the rear guard action against any infantry that may or may not assault. But the main bulk of our force will remain here, trying to hold that line and that pocket. There's the 4th Tank Brigade. A lot of old tanks. I can move these men in here, which would likely result in way too many deaths for me to frankly feel like that's a valid strategy. Would likely result in their retreat. We could bounce off through them. We probably have enough turns. Well, they'll retreat into the pocket, and we will then slam into this area on the east, try and break through up to Kursk to hold the 7th Guards and the 40th Army. Let's try and kill some Soviets. Damn Soviets. They're tenacious, I'll give them that. And they probably can't run. Not getting major hits. Now it's time to look at the supply map. I don't really know. Supplies. This little pocket right there is out of supply. We need to hold that little pocket right there. Probably end up shifting to 12th, 13th, and 43rd Corps. No way in hell we'll break in here. Rzhev isn't there. That must be cut off from all sides before you can take it. I tend to just ignore it. No one's gonna move over there yet. We get the first move next turn anyway, so there's no real reason to go charge into the barbed wire. They didn't retreat like they thought they would, so we'll just leave them there. If there's a chance that we could lose this here, I might move up. But I don't think anyone's about to take it. But it wouldn't be that bad of an idea, because it'd keep the 16th and the 19th armies pinned no matter what. As well as, yeah, but it'd be just the 9th Panzer Division pushing for the Drogobruz. Drogobruz. Here. We now have a secure line of supply. And it really does truly split the Soviets. We'll have to reconsolidate the Panzer divisions afterward, though it does get it closer to the front. We'll do it as a maintenance move we can. Right now, we need to crush a border guard. That was near, yes. Third Panzer move up there, the 4th Panzer move up there. Meanwhile, 34 Corps, you can just hang out right there and be cool. Yeah, see, this is the great thing about forcing an attack on the rear so soon. They've pulled their tanks back. And now we have more or less free reign to go try and take Bryansk. So all you have to do is take that. I'm reasonably confident we'll do some things. Plus, I don't think the Soviets want to give that defensive position with the 13th Army. So 22nd Army, we're going to try and retreat towards Lochino. interesting. And we will go ahead and reinforce. Making sure to keep our groups nice and compact. And see if we can swing that pincer shot around the third army. It cannot move right now. Of course, you can see large pincer actions occurring here. And I think we might get one more turn. That was strange. Yes. Large majority of our units have moved. We will go ahead and do our housekeeping move then. And 6th Corps will probably wind up getting held in reserve. But 19th Panzer Troop will hold right there. Make sure that all that stuff is done. Right. So I will see you all in the next turn, where we will review what we did this turn, and then highlight what we will do next turn. Till then, thanks for showing up. This probably will be like a bunch of Snap episodes. I'm really liking the style of this thing. And I know it's only the second video, but I'm really liking it. I think I'm just gonna